Okay. So once again, a very warm welcome to each and everyone. Moving forward with our session, it is my absolute privilege to introduce a speaker who bridges the gap between academic research and criminal investigation, Miss Lekshmi Das. Currently serving as an assistant professor at AVS College of Arts and Science, Salem, Ms. Das is a distinguished academician with a strong foundation in forensic science and criminology. Her expertise is not just theoretical, she brings rigorous practice experience from some of the country's most vital institutions. She has served as a trainee in Chemistry and Narcotics Division at the Regional Forensic Science Laboratory, RFSL, Jodhpur, where she specialized in the examination of narcotics and liquor. Additionally, she has worked with Kollam City Police Commissioner's Office in the Fingerprint Bureau, gaining hands-on proficiency in evidence photography and ridge analysis. Ms. Das is also a prolific researcher with more than 11 publications to her name, covering diverse topics from gender discrimination based on fingerprint ridges to modern tools in crime scene investigation. Her dedication to the field was recently recognized when she was honored with the Young Rising Star Award 2025. We are incredibly fortunate to have such a versatile expert guiding us today. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Lakshmi Das.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, all. Audible?
Good evening.
Yes, you're audible. Just give me a minute. I will just mute myself.
Okay, can I start, sir? Audible?
Yes, ma'am, you
You're
are.
audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Audible.
Yeah, okay. I want interaction section with you. Or not really, I need a one-way section. If I am asking any questions or if you have any doubt, you can ask with me. I want interactive sections with you, okay, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So let me introduce myself. Myself, Lakshmi Das, assistant professor from ABS College of Arts and Science from Tamil Nadu, and I'm from Kerala. So here I am within Tamil language and both in Malayalam language also. If you have any pronunciation mistake or any type of connection issue, immediately to inform me. Okay. So day one, our session is about the forensic framework, the principle and the practice of modern forensic science. How many of us from 12th background? From
Can
12th
you, ma'am,
standard?
repeat again?
Or didn't get? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
How many are from 12th standard? All are from BSc or MSc or all from 12th standard also here?
I'm
Ma'am,
from MSc, Tashna Roshan.
BSc. I'm from
Yes, yes.
BSc.
BSc.
I am from BSc, ma'am.
I'm from BSc too.
Today the session is about all about part of forensic science, not the analytical. Okay. Yes, today is all about the basics of forensics and when not we just go to the depth of the part, all about just the basic part of our forensics. Many of you just know about the forensic science. I know this is most of us talking about artificial intelligence and cyber forensics. So many of the thrilled and investigative movies also you are watching. So you know basic part of forensic science and you are so much engaged and interested in forensic science field also. So you are interested in forensic science. We move on to the content section.
Yes. Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
Someone unmute yourself, please. Okay. Change the session, sir. This is the content section about what is forensic science branches of forensic science and their fathers of forensic science, history, principles, crimes investigation process, ethics of forensic investigators, scope of forensic science, and some recent developments in forensics. And also, I have added some one or two case studies also. So, just to know about how the forensic science investigators are solving their crime scene with the help of evidence and scientific instruments, etc. So, first of all, we want to know about what is a forensic science. Everyone know different in many of the book, Google or any website. You are seeing a different definition for forensic science, but there is a fixed definition for that. It's just about the combination of a scientific knowledge or the with help of a law of justice. Okay, first you have to know about what is forensic science. For forensic science is a word. Every word, each and every word come from a word, and the basic meaning needs that word also. So the forensic, the meaning comes from the Latin word which means forenses. Forenses means of the forum, before the forum. That means the public. For the public, we provide a justice we provide a law for the public. We want the safety of the public. We are the forensic investigators, are the servants of the public. Law enforcement agencies, forensic science, police. We are all the servants of the public. So forensics, that word is a Latin word, comes from forensics, which means before the forum or of the forum. Okay. And forensic science is the combination of both scientific knowledge, it's the application of a scientific knowledge. Without science, there is nothing. So, with the application of a scientific or science knowledge and the combination of a court or justice of law. Understand? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Next, we move on to the branches of forensic science and their fathers. Forensic science is just not a single or a just a short branch or a like that. This is a type of a vast branch, vast subject is our forensic science. So there is different type of branches. This will be there. If you're taking a one topic, there is a branches of forensic science will be there. So I have added some important branches here. Sir, can you please change the slide? Okay, branches of forensic science and their fathers. Here are some branches. First one is forensic chemistry, forensic toxicology, forensic biology and serology, question document and fingerprint, forensic psychology, digital and cyber forensic, forensic physics, and forensic ballistics. Some of the branches you all heard that I know, but we have to discuss that what are the branches and what are the uses of those branches. First one is forensic chemistry. I had worked in RFSL in a chemistry division. In that, we used analysis in the section of arson, hit and run cases, and acid attack cases, and liquor cases. All those cases comes under in chemistry division. So chemicals with those chemicals in arson cases, acid attack cases. What are the chemicals which are commonly used for acid attack cases? And if they are used to original concentrated sulfuric acid or where any other acid are used for acid attack cases and liquor cases. Many of the borders they are transferring liquor and drugs, many items also. This all this analysis of chemical drugs or items will be comes under forensic chemistry. And then forensic toxicology, it in the word itself, toxic means poison. So it's identification of a poison. They collect the visceral organs from the postmortem timing. They collect the visceral organs and identify any kind of poison or chemicals are entered in our body. So they collect visceral organs and do many type of investigation test for identifying the presence of poisons from the body. That division comes under the forensic toxicology division. Then comes under forensic serology and biology. It's all about the body fluids, be it saliva, semen, blood, and all other body fluids comes in the section of forensic biology and serology, DNA section. If it comes under rape cases or a murder cases or that kinds of cases will comes under forensic biology and serology section. Next one, question documents and fingerprint. Everyone mostly familiar with the fingerprint section because from basic ethics, basis of forensics and from BSc itself, you all interested and you are all mostly familiar with the department of fingerprints, and it is easy to for your research paper also because so many papers are about fingerprint only. So you can easily familiar with the fingerprint. What is fingerprint? What is a question document? Question document and question document is about the handwriting characteristics and our forgery or counterfeit documents. All those you know, counterfeit currency notes and type of stamp, visa, currency purpose, all are comes under. If any document, the things we have to be communicate with a written or printed matter is a document. So if it is a, comes in the case of a authentic, like the paper is original or a duplicate or it is a faked one, we have some question to on that document. That means question document. And next one, forensic psychology. It is a study of the psychological behavior of a both criminal and victim also. After a case, the victim will have faced so many kind of psychological or mentally disorders. So we have to identify their criminal behavior, their behaviors also, and for the comes under criminal, what motivation or what psychological disorder they are facing to crime, those kind of notorious criminals done by the criminals. So psychology comes under counseling or taking their statement from both the victim and the criminals to identify their psychological disorders or their mental stability. Next one, digital and cyber forensic. Now the generation is full of that cyber forensic only because the enter of the AI and smart world. All of you are engaged in smartphones, smartwatch, well, all everything is under in smart digital. So the digital and cyber forensic cases also increasing, and they all the investigators and cyber forensic also engaged in their work also because ender of the AI, full and full everything is based on AI. You all depend on AI only. If you have some similar or some small or easy doubt also, you have depend on smartphone or a calculator. If you have a doubt on just 3 plus 1 is what, 4, you know that is 4, but you have some doubt if it is 4, you got confused. So you mostly depend on the calculator on smartphone or on a normal scientific calculator also. But you know that 3 plus 1 is 4, but you depend, automatically you depend on that 4. So your brain is not working. We all depend on that phone only. Everything you have in a doubt, you depend on phone. So all is about on digital and cyber world. Next, forensic physics. In comes under forensic physics, mostly skid mark cases, that is in accident investigation cases, skid mark, scuff mark, that is hit and run cases and paint chips. Mostly comes in the case of accident case, the car and bike having some paint pigment. So collecting from the paint chips and hair samples, mostly trace evidence are considered in forensic physics, glass, paint, soil. Then this accident investigation, hit and run cases, everything is considered in forensic physics. And last one is the forensic ballistics. Ballistic is the study of a firearms bullet and the comparison of that seriation mark and splatter marks on both bullet and the cartridge cases. Those studies will come under forensic ballistics. Okay. Next about the branches of forensic science is completed. Fathers of forensic science. Forensic science father is Bernard Spilsbury. You all know, firstly, you are studying about who is the father of forensic science and what is forensic science. First year, first semester, you are studying about that. Without that, our forensic science study will not be started. But our modern, coming to modern forensic science, father of modern forensic science is Sir Edmund Lockhart. Sir Bernard Spilsbury is the father of forensic science. Sir Edmund Lockhart is the father of modern forensic science. Okay. Next one is criminalistics. Criminalistics is study of about the crime scene reconstructions and what are the crime scene search methods. Okay. Many of you know about crime scenes and their search methods also. Anyone you lets me know about what are the type of search methods? Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
can you
Ma'am,
please tell what are the type of methods will be there?
grade method, zone method,
A quadrant zone method,
Okay.
grid method.
grade method, spiral method.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay. All those studies comes under the criminalistics. Okay, and the
वॉइस
father
क्लियर
of
नहीं आ रही मैम.
criminalistic. Oh, out. Okay, father of criminalistic is Hans Ross. Then comes under fingerprint. Sir Francis Galton is the father of fingerprints. Why all these considered as a father of forensic branches of different forensic science? Because all the scientists contribute to their all research and their field of study for their these are the branches. That's why they are considered as the fathers of those different type of branches in forensic science. Francis Galton, he has wrote a book named Fingerprint in 1892 and published that book also. And all his study and research are contribution to the field of fingerprints. That's why he considered as the father of fingerprints, Sir Francis Galton. Next, ballistics, forensic ballistics. Father of forensic ballistics is Calvin Goddard. So Calvin Goddard also invented comparison microscope. Mostly the comparison microscope is used for the comparison of seriation work in bullet and cartridge cases. So that's why the contribution of that field, he is known as the father of forensic ballistics. Next one is forensic toxicology. The father of forensic toxicology is Sir Matthew Orfla. Next, Sir Alphonse Battalion, he's a father of criminal identification system. Next, Paulo Sacchia, he is the father of forensic medicine. Next, Oscar Amedo, he's father of forensic anthropology. Thomas Witt, father of sorry, forensic anthropology father is Thomas Witt, and Oscar Amedo is the father of forensic odontology. That slides has been missed. That's why some mistake. So forensic anthropology father is Thomas Witt, and forensic odontology father is Oscar Amedo. Okay.
What is anthropology?
Anthropology is a study of a forensic examination of a bone material. Okay, anthropology is all about the human being, not only bone. Anthropology is about a human being. It's about physical anthropology, biological anthropology, linguistic anthropology, cultural anthropology. What you are studying focus on about languages. That is linguistic anthropology. And about human beings, the different human beings focusing on a different village cultures, rituals. So study of that is cultural anthropology. So overall anthropology is study about the humankind or human beings. Coming to forensic anthropology, it is study about bone examination of a bone. Okay, bone materials, bone skeletal remains. From skeletal remains, we can identify age, sex, race, stature of a human being. So that is study of a forensic anthropology. Mostly, we can take race estimation from the skull part and sex determination from the pelvic bone and the teeth. From teeth, we can identify the age estimation. Okay, in Gustavson method, we can say that Gustavson method. From that, we can identify the age estimation from with the help of a teeth. Okay. Next one is forensic odontology. From the help of a teeth, that is the we can identify from which race or from which age the person has been mostly in the case of a train accident case. In that cases, the mostly dismembered joints and figures of bodies are we can be sent to the laboratory. So we don't know disfigured faces, that is. So we don't know who is this. So with the help of that teeth, we can identify who is this. Okay, that studies forensic odontology. Next is DNA fingerprinting. That is identified by Alex John Jeffrey. From fingerprint, we can identify DNA also. That was first invented by the scientist Alex John Jeffrey. Next is computer forensic. That the father is Michael Anderson. And last one is question document. Sir Albert S. Osborne. He was inventor, he was contributed to writing or publishing the question document examiner book in 1910. That's why all his contribution and research for the publication of book named Question Document Examiner in 1910. So he is considered as the father of question document, Albertus Osborne. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Next, next slide is about history of forensic science. From 44 BCE, the forensic science has been started. So we all know the story of a Julius Caesar. So all of you know Julius Caesar?
No, ma'am.
Don't know.
No, ma'am.
In English, no one English novel. Julius Caesar, one named everything in your movie. Also see you hear that you two Brutus and Julius Caesar, the best friend.
Yes,
Don't know
ma'am.
that?
Heard it.
Okay. Why this Julius is a name there from? He is the first person who had born to the earth with the help of a cesarean. From that word, he got Julius Caesar also. And from his first body, done the perfect autopsy. Autopsy means postmortem. Postmortem means discover the cause of death, how he has been murdered or how he has been died with the help of when, why, where, which, how he has been died. That causes has been identified after done the performing of a postmortem, that is autopsy. Okay. Now the recently identifying the virtual autopsies that I have been inform you later. So first autopsy has been done the body of Julius Caesar in 44 BCE. From that forensic science has been started. Next in 3000 B, sorry, next, in 2000 BCE, Egyptian who started the practice of removal of examination of internal organ after the death. After death, we have done in post-mortem to removing different organs to identify. I informed that for toxicology session, they removed different organs to identify what kind of poison or what kind of toxic effect has been entered into our body. For that examination, we want to remove internal organs for that. So after examination, we cover that body and report to the body to the concerned persons also. So practice of removal of that internal organs for their examination to identify the cause of death has been done by Egyptian in 3000 BCE. Next, first century, Roman orator and jurist Quintilian used basic forensic to acute and innocent in the 18th century. Hello, sir.
Please give me a minute. I'm sharing it again. It just suddenly stopped.
Okay, sir.
Visible now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue the session. From 13th century, the first literature will determine cause of death. I will now inform that the autopsy means to identify the cause of death. So after done that autopsy, the first literature means giving the cause of death about that lecture section or giving this kind of session is first literature or first class conducted by the China by Zi Yuan Li Bi by Zhongxi. It is a Chinese name, so they have been conducted a literature section for determining how the cause of a death has happened in 13th century. It has been happened in 13th century. Next, in 16th century, Paulo Sacchia and Fortunato Fidelis, both are scientists, they study the changes in the structure of body due to disease and laid the foundation of modern pathology. Pathology means the study of a medicine's disease and everything that happened to our body. Paulo Sacchia informed that he is the father of a forensic medicine. Forensic medicine all study about what happened to our body after a death. and in which time he has been died and what happened to him. All those studies has been comes under forensic science. Coming to deeply, the first changes happen from our eye, taxonoire. That means taxonoire, the changes after that happened in our eye is taxonoire. From that to the last step of skeletonization, all those studies comes under forensic medicine. And pathology is about the study of injury and disease. So always comes under a forensic science. The stages happen in structure of a body after the death, or this happened by 16th century and invented by Paolo Sacchi and Fortunato Fidelis. Understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Still anything
ma'am.
about for
Yes, ma'am.
pronunciation mistake is there?
Can you
Next in
repeat?
1773, Carl William Steele developed a chemical test to detect the presence of arsenic in a dead body. So, this comes under toxicology section. Arsenic is a chemicals or a type of a poison, or it's a type of a toxic chemicals also. So, presence of arsenic they found from a dead body to conduct a chemical test. What? In 1773, this chemical test has been to identify each kind of chemicals from a body. Different type of chemical test we have to be conducted. For in the case of a arsenic, there is a different type of test, mass test, Raynaud's test, many kind of tests are there. So by dictating that chemical test to identify the presence of arsenic in a dead body has invented in the year of 1773 by Carl Wilhelm Scheele. Next in 1775, Paul Reverie, an amateur dentist, identified the body of an American revolutionist, Dr. Joseph Barrett, using his. Can you please unmute yourself or you have any doubt? Okay. With the help of a dental work, so it comes under forensic odontology. So with the help of a dental work, dentist identified the body of an American revolutionist. His name is Dr. Joseph Barron. He was a revolutionist in America. His dead body was missed, and with the help of a dental work or dentist identified with the help of a forensic odontology, he identified those dead body by the scientist's name is Paul Reverie in 1775. So, with the help of forensic odontology, they identify the dead body of that person with the dental records. Okay, next section, next slide. In 1814, Matthew Opula wrote the first book on forensic toxicology. That is a toxicology poison. His name is a Latin word that is stated as poisons. Matthew Orfila. I said that Matthew Orvilla is the father of a forensicology. Sir, can you please change the slide? Sir? Okay. Matthew Orvilla wrote the first book on forensic toxicology. So all his research and contribution to the field of forensic toxicology, and in the year of 1814 he has been published in the book on forensic toxicology also. That's why he considered as the father of forensic toxicology. Calvin Henry Goddard. I informed that Calvin Goddard is the father of a forensic ballistic, and he found a bullet from a murder weapon as a physical analysis, and with the help of a convection microscope has been analyzed that. That's when 1830 procedure has been happened. Can you please unmute yourself? Okay. Next in 1836, James Marsh developed. James Marsh, the scientist name is James Marsh. From his name itself, the test became known as a Marsh test to determine the presence of arsenic from a dead body. It has been happened in the year of 1836. So, The scientist name is James Marsh. That's why the chemical test is known as a Marsh test. The test is used for the identification of a arsenic chemical, that chemical's detection from the dead body in the year of 1836. Next, in 1879, Sir Alphonse Bertillon, who developed the anthropological technique called anthropometry. Anthropometry, now metric means measurement. Anthro means born. So measurement of a bone or measurement of a human being is the study of anthropometry. Anthropometry mostly conducted in a dead body, and somatometry is another one. It is conducted in a living body. Okay, somatometry, that measurement conducted in a living body to find out nasal index, cephalic index, and other kind stage estimation, everything is conducted in somatometry. And coming to the anthropometry, it comes in investigation of a metric measurement comes in a human body, dead body of a human. Okay, it had been husbanded and converted in 1879 by Alphonse Bertillon. Next, with 1879, William Wood found his first laboratory in Germany for forensic psychology. So, forensic psychology is a study or a examination for the understanding of mental stability or criminal behavior of the criminal and identify the mental stability of a victim. Both also we needed. That's why we invented a forensic psychology branch, and the first laboratory in Germany was invented by William Wounded in the year of 1879. Next, in 1880, Sir Francis Galton developed the first technique of fingerprint, and he published the book Fingerprint 1892. And the last one in 1889, Dr. Oscar Amado published his book on forensic odontology. Okay, forensic odontology is a study of dental remains, teeth, and everything. So he has been first published the book on forensic odontology by Dr. Oscar Amado in 1889. And last slide for the history of forensic science. I know always history is a bore and history is making a sleeping mind to all of you. But you have interest in forensic science, it makes you easy for you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. And the last slide is in 1896, Henry's classification system developed by Edward Henry. What is Henry classification? Is about considering fingerprint. We all have 10 fingers, and 10 fingers have different type of fingerprint types. So you know that basic types. How many type of fingerprint patterns are there? Can you please tell me?
4. Arch, loop, whirl, 3 pattern only.
Three pattern. What are they?
Arch, loop, whirl.
Okay. In three of them, which one is the most common pattern in?
Loop pattern.
Loop pattern.
Yes, low pattern is the most common pattern. Least pattern is the arch pattern. So those patterns in different on our 10 fingers having maybe different fingerprint types. Maybe same fingerprint also, that means loop patterns, but they based on ridge characteristics. All the fingerprint patterns in our hand become unique based on ridge characteristics. All our fingerprint characteristics will be changed. Okay. So how we can identify in which finger pattern is that touched by the evidence? For that we have to identify the system is called Henry's classification. Edward Henry, that's why it is known as a Henry's classification. The class system developed by scientist name is Edward Henry in the year of 1896. That why the classification system is known as a Henry's classification. It is based on fingerprint. Next one in 1910, Edwin Lockhart, who formulated the principle of
सौरभ भी है इसमें
universal.
This is
Okay.
intended,
In
I'm really sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. This is intended for all the interns. While ma'am is speaking, please keep yourself muted. Do not unmute yourself because this causes disturbance in between the lecture, okay? Do not disturb the flow. In case you are having any doubts, please post it in the chat box. Later, you will have a dedicated interaction session with ma'am. At that time, you can unmute and ask the questions. Even if you are having any doubts that you have to ask, then only ask, like, only answer when ma'am is asking a question, okay? Yes, ma'am, you can please continue.
okay, okay, sir. Okay. Okay, in 1910, Sir Edmund Lockhart formulated the principle of exchange. So you know there is a seven principles for forensic science. Anyone you know, please tell me what are the seven types of principle of forensic science.
Ma'am, principle
Law
of
of
record
exchange,
exchange, individuality, analysis, comparison, circumstantial
circumstances,
evidence,
Okay.
and ma'am,
Okay, yeah.
law of
So
individuality,
Probability law.
ability.
Law of exchange.
okay. 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 So in 1910, Edmund Lockhart formulated the principle of a exchange. The principle of exchange means every contact for a criminal or a victim, there leaves a trace in that crime scene. That means a loophole. In every cases, there will be a chance to win that case or identify what kind of case is this, or there is a chance of what is the case that how the case has been happened. So how to solve the case. So any kind of trace will be maybe unconsciously or consciously that criminal will be leave that evidence in the crime scene itself. So it is a kind of a God based or we can be confronted in a scientific based also. So it is that principle of exchange means leaving a traces or touching a place there will be a trace will leave it. That is a contact. That is an exchange system. So that principle of exchange is formulated by Sir Edmund Lockhart in 1910. And in 1930, Carl Landster was awarded with the Nobel Prize for the discovery of blood grouping. He is the first scientist who discovered the blood grouping, A group, B group, A positive, B positive. The kind of blood grouping has been discovered by the scientist Carl Landster in the year of 1930. And in 1984, DNA fingerprinting was developed by Alex Jeffrey. That's why DNA fingerprinting father is considered by Alex Jeffrey. It happened in 1984. And FBI, you know, Central Bureau of Investigation is CBI, that is in India, and FBI is the Federal Bureau of Investigation that is considered in Scotland Yard in USA in 1984 for the analysis of it is a computer analysis response team. Okay, for CBI, it is a Central Bureau Investigation, and FBI is a Federal Bureau Investigation. Their system is followed in USA, and CBI is followed in our India. Next session is Principle of Forensic Science. Yes, now only we discuss about the seven basic principles of forensic science. First is law of individuality, principle of exchange, law of progressive change, law of comparison, law of analysis, law of probability, and last one is law of circumstantial fact. Okay, so first one is the law of individuality. Individuality means everyone, each and everyone in the universe has their own uniqueness and their own skills in their activities. No one can imitate or no one can reuse that activities or no one can reuse their changes. Okay, same right. Your DNA, your fingerprint, everything is unique. What is unique to your own? That is individuality for your only individual characteristics for your only that same activity or a same characteristics not how to the another person. But it does not happen in twins also. Identical twins also, it will not be happen having a same fingerprint or any kind of a specific similar characteristics to the another person. No two person have same characteristics. That is law of individuality. But recently one case has been happened in Kanpur. Identical twins having showing same fingerprint characteristics and rich characteristics. I know you are familiar with that case or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
during
ma'am.
their verification purpose, one one of the child showing fingerprint and retina characteristics is same, and for another one they're continuing the other verification, it is showing as already verified. So it is a rarely rare case that it is a very confusing one, because still there is no kind of a case that identical things to having no same finger mechanism. But this after this case, it is a rarely rare case having identical twins having same fingerprint characteristics. So next one is principle of exchange. I already explained about that. Every contact leaves a trace. Next is law of progressive change. That means everything changes with the passage of time. While we have to enter in a crime scene, you have to complete your work within that time. If you're waiting for the time, or if you're waiting for any other procedures, the time will gone away, and the contamination and the time of collecting evidence procedures will also be changed, and the cases history also will be changed. So whatever what time you have to reach the crime scene, you have to punctual that crime scene and collect the evidence and solve the crime scene as soon as possible. Because every cases, every history cases, every contamination of evidence, and every all other matters related to that evidence or cases will be changes. That is law of progressive change. Next, law of comparison. That means while comparing a evidence, you have to compare it with a like samples, not with alike samples. Alike samples means if you having a pattern of loop pattern, you have to compare it with a loop pattern, not it with the arch pattern. That is like samples. Like samples, you have to compare it with the like samples, not it with the alike samples. That is law of comparison. Next, law of analysis. While all collecting evidence, the investigators have a hypothesis. That means we have an assumption about that case. Without the help of a chemical test or without the help of an instrument, we have assumption that the case is happened by this, or that case is happened due to that chemicals or due to that injury, but without the analysis of a chemicals, or without the analysis of any instrumental technique. After that, our assumption, after that we have done our chemical test with the help of instrument analysis, then we got another result. That means our assumption is better than our assumption is not better than sample analysis. With the help of a sample, you have to analyze it with help of a instrumental technique, or with the help of any kind of chemical test. Then only we have to conclude that this case has been happened. Why? Due to this matter. Our assumption is not a conclusion for that case. With the help of a sample analysis, only we can conclude that this is the reason for that case. Next one is a law of probability. The miss may or may not be. There is a chance. That is probability. Probability means there is a chance. It may be happen or it may not be happen. Next is law of circumstantial fact. The last principle of basics of forensic principles. Circumstantial fact means fact do not lie, but a human can do and make a lie. That means men means maybe a witness, maybe a victim, or maybe a criminal. That is men. He can change their statement in court in many times, many way, because of their mental stability or because of their convincing from any other persons. But a situation or a fact cannot be lie based on the crime scenes. Okay. Next slide. Crime scene investigation process. After the crime has been happened, with the information we got, then we reach that crimes in appropriate time. Okay, that is the main ethics you have to follow as an forensic investigator. When you have got the information to reach that crime scene, you have to reach that crime scene as soon as possible with the specific matters. First one is secure the crime scene. You all see in movies also, you have see that with yellow barricade, do not cross crime scene. How you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
That is a barricade which has been barricade that crime scene, secure the crime scene, do not cross crime scene. Without the permission, only forensic investigators and police can enter that crime scene without not a barefoot, without to wear a cover, shoes cover, head cap, and everything, gloves. You have to be in a perfect protocol to enter the crime scene and secure the crime scene from the medias, peoples, and any other contamination also. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
After secure the After secure the crime scene, your next procedure is to searching for evidence. What are the evidence are there where the dead body is there itself, and what are the knife or any other materials, how be there, chemical bottles or anything is there. You have to check that. After that, document the scene. Noting. Not means what are the things are there and the where the body has been fallen and where the materials has been placed. You have to be noted. And next one is sketching. Sketching
Excuse
you
me,
have to draw a yes. Yes.
ma'am. Without photographing, how can we searching for the evidence?
That I am saying the documenting the scene. Document the scene is comes under four parts that is note taking, sketching, photography, and videography. Okay. This both comes under documentation of a crime scene.
But ma'am, photography are coming before after the searching for evidence.
First, we have to search a crime scene without the help of any other things. You have to see that you have entered a crime scene. How to? The protocol is to first you have entered a crime scene. Just you visually watch with the help of your own eye. You have to visually watch what are happened in that crime scene. What are there? Then you have to start and document the scene. Just a visually, okay, just a visual that what happened in that location. Then you have to document that scene with the help of photography and videography. After with the help of a you understand.
Okay, ma'am.
Oh, okay. After videography and photography of the session, you have to collect and package each evidence with the appropriate way. Okay, if there is wet evidence, you have to be collected in appropriate way. Dry evidence, you have to collect in appropriate vial or an envelope. All those collected in neat and correct way and give it to the corrective person to the travel chain of custody. We all know that chain of custody, secure the crime scene, searching evidence, documenting, then collect and packaging, then collect that evidence to the laboratory with the correct time. After analysis of that evidence, then reach again that evidence to the police. Then the police officers conduct the trial in the court itself. That is chain of custody. After collecting and packaging of evidence, conduct crime scene reconstructions. That means with the collective collection of evidence, with the help of that evidence, you can assume that what kind of events happened in the crime scene. If there is a knife, if there is any kind of serious instrument, is violent instrument or violent material is there, you can assume that it has been a murder case. You can assume. Okay. So that is a visual that case or reconstructing a crime scene. After collecting that evidence, you have to assuming that what happened to that crime scene. You just reconstruct that crime scene. Reconstruction means again construction that crime scene. Okay. So remains again construction. So again constructing that crime scene to identify with the help of evidence what kind of event has been happened in the location. Next is about the ethics of forensic investigators. As a forensic investigators, you have to follow. As a forensic students, also you have to follow many procedures and protocols. So coming to a forensic investigators, you have many protocols how to be followed. First, a forensic scientist should be a strong and a honest people. That means integrity and objective. No, be a trustworthy, be a honest, not providing a partiality to anyone. If you're handling a case, you have to trust for that case. Don't misuse that your job. Don't misuse that case. You have to reach the because you are the person who uncover the truth. Okay, you have to open the truth to the public. So you don't use and misuse or don't showing a partiality to any cases. If it is a low caste people cases, if it is a high caste people cases, you have to treat it within an equal way. Your job is to uncover the truth. Okay, that is a basic ethics of a forensic investigation. If you have getting information from a superior officers to reach that crime scene, you have to reach it with that correct time. Okay, and started your further procedures. And if you know about what happening in that cases and what if you know any kind of a persons related to that cases, keep everything within a secret way. Okay, if you have any doubt or if you having a friends with relatable to that cases, you have to be kept secret everything. Don't be publicly in posted in social media or any kind of things, or don't be shared with information through mobile phones. Everything should be kept private by a forensic investigators. Don't help anyone. Be in correct way. If you are investigating a case, you have to be in a correct way, not in a lazy way. You protocol, your chemical test, everything. If you comes under a narcotic division test, that report TLC coming, you have to take a different type of chemicals in a bowl, and that kind of chemicals how to be added in that bowl, and doing TLC test. If you conducting a similar or a minute mistake, that case's history will also be changed. So a forensic investigator should be concentrate, should be confident, should be correct in your own way to conduct an investigation. Okay, and be confident to your work. Correct timing, correct protocols you have to be follow for the investigating purpose. Next is the scope of forensic science. Every forensic science students have the doubt is that while completing a BSc or MSc forensic science, we having any scope for the job of forensic science. First of all, you have to think that everything is comes to your hand in a not in a normal way. You have to take a risk. You have to take a competitive for that. For that kind of a CBI or a forensic investigating officer in a government laboratories, you have to attend and confirm a government exams. Then only you have to get a forensic investigator job. Not only completing MSc forensic science, you can't get a direct job for laboratories. There is so many government exam you have to complete. But some scope of forensic science, you have to know that you have get a job in law enforcement and government agencies like CBI and state forensic science laboratory or regional forensic science laboratory. Next, many of the private sectors, many private detective agencies, private forensics lab. You all know that about clue for evidence. You know, anyone of you know about clue for evidence?
Yes, ma'am.
Clue for evidence is a private lab. It's a private lab in a clue for evidence. So that type of private detective agencies, private forensic lab, also independent consultants. They are. You can get a job from easily after MSc forensic science from there. Then research and academic area. That means you can roll as a researcher, lecturer, or professor in colleges like universities or research organization as a forensic assistant professors like that. And next, you can get job in medical and healthcare, like in hospitals, because forensic scientists or forensic students, you are studying in all the field, like pharmacology field, lawyers. You have many of you are familiar with the section also. In criminology section, you have studied many sections: crime against person, crime against property. That comes under different kind of IPC section, IA section, everything. CRPs, you have familiar with that section also. So studying law also, but we are not an advocate, but we are not a pharmacist, you are not a doctor, but you are studying all kind of a field. Am I right? So you are how to get a job in hospitals, medical examiner offices, as a forensic pathologist or a medical examiner like that. Next, digital and cyber forensic. Many of the persons are focusing or influencing you to study cyber forensic or focusing on that because the world is full of AI. So the cases are also increased with the help of AI only. You can resolve that cases with the help of AI. So you can follow cyber forensic also for
working as a forensic investigating officer. Then specialized another specializing role is that forensic toxicologist, document examiner, forensic anthropologist, forensic accountant. All those roles have been you can get from only government exams. So this is the scope of forensic science. Next slide is about the recent trends in forensic development. Okay, sir, can you please? Okay, recent development in forensic science. All those we know that all those branches and all those chemical tests have been follow of many kind of traditional techniques, that is TLC thin layer chromatography, HPTLC high performance thin layer chromatography, HPLC liquid chromatography, column chromatography with the help of mass spectroscopy, and many neutron activation analysis. Many kind of techniques will be there, but now recently developing more developed techniques in forensic science, because we all are engaged in, we are all busy people, we have no time to manage. So we have to get a answer for that case, we have to resolve that case in easy way within a appropriate time. So we have to use many other instrument, which instrument is giving the fastest result, you are focusing on that. So generation developing many kind of recent techniques in a forensic science. So first one is artificial intelligence, that is AI. Everything is comes under AI only. That means AI is now used to analyze DNA, fingerprint, and crime scene images, CCTV footages, handwritten digital evidence. Because why all this comes under using AI? Because we get all result, that conclusion for that cases will be in easiest way. Within a minutes, AI give the answer for that. We have any doubt, if now we are sitting and now we are thinking anything, we are thinking about any kind of a matter, any kind of a subject, with that minute you can type AI and search it, within a seconds that give you an answer. So same has been added in forensic also. It comes on DNA, fingerprint, crime scene images, CCTV footages, handwriting, and these cases we have put for AI. They rapidly give you for the answer also. What is the conclusion for the case? They rapidly give you answer. Then advanced DNA technology. Traditional methods giving you more times to give you result for the matching of DNA or mismatching of DNA. But this modern advanced DNA technology, given within 1 to 2 hours, you can get the result or DNA profile of that cases. Then forensic imaging and virtual autopsy. You know that autopsy is a post-mortem, cutting the body and taking internal organs outside and examining that body and cover the body and return to back to the police officer concerned person. But coming to virtual autopsy, without cutting or without taking internal organs from the body, we can analyze that body, what happens to that body, there is any bleeding inside of the body, with the help of a forensic imaging like MRI scanning method or CRT scanning method. Like that, we can scanning a body without cutting that body or taking internal organs outside the body. Only just scanning that body to identify any kind of gunshot wound is happened or any kind of tragedy happened to that body. That with the help of a 3D image, that is scanning show like in a 3D image what happened to that body. It will be done with the help of a AI by virtual autopsy, that is a forensic imaging. Next one, forensic facial reconstruction using AI. Anyone you know about forensic facial reconstruction?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, forensic facial reconstruction is done with the help of first we taking a skull, then we covered it with the molded clay, then using it with the help of a similar anthropological scales and knife to make it within a corrected way of skull for the gender identification or the race identification procedure. But forensic facial reconstruction coming to using with the help of a AI, it can reconstruct the skull with the help of a partial remains skull or construct a face with the help of a AI. With the computer imaging, they preparing that skull or a dental remains to a for fully facially constructed face. Traditionally we are doing it with the help of a model clay and their tools and techniques, and it will take more and more time to reconstruct that face with the help of a clay. But with now the changes has been happened, development has been increased, that skull or partial remains has been closed or constructed with the help of a AI. So these are some of the recent developments in forensic science. Then we come to the case study. I have added two case studies here: Burari case and Shraddha Walker murder case. Are you aware about both these cases?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
As you know,
Yes, ma'am.
then
Yes, ma'am.
No,
anyone
ma'am.
you just explain what is Burari case?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you just explain what is Burari case? Can you hear me?
It's a mass suicide case where 11 people had killed themselves in a place in Delhi known as Burari.
Yes, Burari case is a mass suicide case, but that case is concluded by it is a psychosis case. Comes under forensic psychology cases, psychosis case. It is not a forced suicide case or any kind of mental stability or mental pressure or depression faced suicide case or a strangulation case or a murder case. It is everything about a psychosis case because they they have more and more unbelief about that one person has been died, their soul will be held for everything for our future life. For that, they 11 peoples believed on their father's spirit that has been helped for their future instructions, future better life. They give me trauma for them. They're having an unbelief on their this sort of a delusional disorder. All of them have a facing a delusional said psychotic disorder, that is a delusional disorder. They all are suffered from a disorder. After analyzing all that dead bodies, forensic psychologists come to a conclusion that they are all facing a psychological disorder, it's a delusional disorder, because they all are not died by any kind of a forced social disease or any kind of that. 11 members, 10 members are depend on a one person. That one person delivered a statement that we all have got a better life with the help of our father's soul or father's spirit that will give a better life for us. And the evidences in the crime scene is of about a charged phone, are preparing chana for their food materials, all those with that they are prepared for their next day life also. They believe that after we suiciding we get another life from next day. But their unbelievable psychosis make all the 11%. It is a massive suicide death comes in Gurari happened in the July 1 in 2018. All are from 15 to 33 ages. Total of 11 family members has been died, and they used the iron mesh to suicide themselves, and they blindfolded their mouth and hands and feet have been taped. Everything is mentioned in the slide itself, and the lack of struggles, there will be no kind of struggles mark also there. They, because they believe that from next day they got a future life or better life from there. It's not a kind of a suicide, post suicide or a murder case or like a kind of a strangulation case. That is a Burari case. It is a famous case also. And case study 2 is a Shraddha Walker murder case. It is also familiar with you. Anyone you know about Shraddha Walker case?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Before 3 years, it will
Yes,
be.
ma'am.
Yes, yes. Before 3 years, it has been mostly shared and shared in social media itself. The case of a Shraddha Walker murder case. It is a very, very notorious criminals by cutting that lady's body into a 35 pieces and stored in a fridge for 18 days. It will be a very, very notorious criminal. How it has been discovered now by the father of that victim has informed a missing case to the police station. After searching CCTV footage and everything from the case has been The police has been discovered. The body has been stored in the refrigerator or the fridge of that particular person who is a boyfriend of that Shraddha, who has been died by his boyfriend only by cutting her body into. The body has been does not be dismembered. We have been identified that body. That kind of way he cut that piece body into 35 pieces and stored in fridge also. And the crime has been happened in May 18, 2022 in Mumbai. And the arrest has been happened in November 12, 2022. After everything, this situation, after all this evidence also happened, the charge sheet also applied, everything has been happened. The court has been applied a charges for the victim, charges for the accused on May 2023 after the session in the court, that is Section 302 IPC, murder and causing disappearance of evidence, Section 201 IPC. Both the session has been charged on that accused person, but due to the delay of the charges on the accused person, the trial is still undergoing. It is not yet a concluded case for that case. But coming to Burari case, the case has been closed. But in Shraddha Walker case, the situation, the case is still going. It is not has been concluded. It's recently going also. So these are the both cases concluded or going with the help of or investigate with the help of a forensic science. All those topics are just basic part of forensic science, because all you are just started or just going to familiar with forensic science. That's why I added just simple topics. I hope you all understand those topics. Today also having a working day, those I am so hurry about the session. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am. We understand that.
No doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Thank you, man.
Okay, can I ask some questions for you?
Ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, you can.
Okay, ma'am.
You are from BSc or MSc Forensic Science?
BSc.
BSc, ma'am.
I'm MSc.
Okay. For instance, who are interested in who are interested in this course? Um, got my point now? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
You're all
Yes, I am asking that you are BSc students, you are interested in forensic science, or you choose this course by your parents forced, like that?
Mm,
Ma'am, it's my choice. No,
Interest
I'm
only, ma'am.
You are interested.
I made plan only. I made plan in my 10th class only, and I'm in recently like in first year of my forensic science.
by watching CID.
By watching?
CID, ma'am, CID.
Okay. Many of them are interested forensics because of that only, but one of you know that movies and real forensic science entirely different. Okay.
Ma'am.
Yes, movie. Because movies they know who was the criminal and who was the victim and how to solve that crime. But coming to real forensic science, it is too much difficult and it is too much different. But you are interested in your own way, it is easy for you. Forensic science, like not comparing to other subject, forensic science is a very interesting subject, because we are the
Thank you,
person
ma'am.
who are uncover the truth, and we are the person who are serving the public, and a very interesting to investigating a procedure is a very talent purpose. Okay, you have to find one case study. And many case studies will be there. You have to find a case study, any forensic cases that has been solved with the help of AI. This assignment for you. You have to submit within this month to our group. Only you are there in group?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please,
Yes, sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Am I audible?
forensic case that has been solved with the help of a AI. One case study, how to write it like an assignment and submit to the appropriate.
Okay, ma'am.
This is a
Am I
task.
audible?
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
Ramsat, ma'am.
Any doubt regarding about my class and any other doubt regarding forensic science, you can ask me.
When we need to submit that assignment, ma'am?
This month, no problem. The session will be 1 month internship, dane. So you can complete your assignment with this month only. No hurry, worry. Okay.
Ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Every studying in which college?
Ma'am.
Ma'am, what will be the topic for the assignment?
Case study related to a forensic case that has been solved with
Ma'am, can you write that?
Okay, I will be informed to Sahar and he will put it in the group. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
मैम क्या टॉपिक है दोबारा बताना एक बार.
Jivesh, you will be informed in the group.
Excuse me,
आपको
ma'am.
तो
Can
group
I
में
ask?
बता दिया जाएगा. Also, guys, you do not need to submit directly to the group. Instead, you would have a specific submission email ID that will be shared in the group. आप वहाँ पे submit कर सकते हैं. Fine?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am, once again
Okay, sir.
for this truly enlightening session. Your unique perspective, blending the academic rigor with the practical realities, have already added immense value to today's discussion. It is very easy to see why you were recognized with a Young Rising Star Award recently in 2025. Your passion for this subject is infectious, and the depth of your backed by 11 publications, really shone through in today's examples. On behalf of the entire Forensic Fusion team and the Veritas Vanguard cohort, we are incredibly grateful for your time and mentorship. To all our interns, this was just the beginning. Please make sure to join us again tomorrow at 5 p.m. for one of the most critical modules in forensic investigation, that is fingerprints and question documents. So thank you so much once again for joining us. See you all tomorrow. So good evening and have a great, wonderful evening ahead.
Excuse me, sir. Can I ask?
Can we get the PPT, sir?
Yes, sure. The PPTs will be shared in the group. The task will be shared in the group, and also the submission email ID and everything related to the submission will be shared in the group. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
thank you so much.
You can leave the meeting now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I ask something?
Yes, you can.
Ma'am, the assignment that you have given us, is it specific to the cyber forensic?
But your voice is too clear, sir. Can you please tell me clearly?
Sorry, ma'am. Can you
No?
repeat it?
Can you please type the question in the class itself?
Yeah, I'm typing, ma'am.
Okay.
I think Priya is asking whether it is specific to cyber. So if you don't mind, ma'am, may I answer this question?
Sir, okay, sir.
Okay, so Priya, this is not specific to cyber. However, ma'am has just given this topic that if you have to find one case study in forensic science that has been solved using the use of artificial intelligence, okay? So you have to write any case study. It can be related to any domain. It can be facial reconstruction using AI. It can be handwriting detection using AI. It can be fingerprint detection using AI. It can be anything. Just it has to have the use of AI in it, right?
Yes, sir, I got it. Thank you so much.
Okay, most welcome. So thank you
Okay,
so
sir.
much once again, everyone. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.